Hello everybody, and welcome to 10 Minute Reviews. Welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. I'm Jason, and bringing you today's video, and the fuzzy one that just attacked me is Freya. So as always guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We have a ton of videos coming out. We try and come out with at least one a day as best we can, and we appreciate all the support you guys want to give us, so please like and subscribe. We're going to do this anyway. We just love to bring you guys new authors, new books. We believe more people should read for fun, so we're going to do it anyway. But again, all the support just means a lot to us. So today I want to talk about an author that I've talked about in the past, a few times actually, and a new series-ish of his. I want to talk about Andrew Moriarty, and I want to talk about the book Imperial Deserter, which is a new series, but it's a new series in the vein of, in fact, in the same universe as his Jump Space Accountant series. Now, for those of you guys that saw the little mock interview kind of thing, they emailed questions with Mr. Moriarty. Jump Space Accountant was actually his first book. This is his first novel, and each one of the first 5, they got progressively better and better and better and better. And the first one was great. It really was. It was absolutely fantastic. But his dialogue has gotten wittier, funnier, and just the overall pacing of the books and the plot lines have gotten even better. And I did not think I was going to like anything more than I liked the Jump Space Accountant series, but his little spin-off series, it kind of, as best I can tell, kind of goes backwards a little bit in time, is possibly better, and especially for those of you guys that might be fans of Expeditionary Force or Omega Force, especially Omega Force, but it's kind of like a little blend between the two, which I'll cover in a minute. I'm not going to go over the usual 4 categories I do, because I've kind of covered most of it in his Jump Space Accountant series, but the Imperial Deserter, Moriarty's basically going backwards a little bit to not the beginning of the Empire that kind of fell apart and left the Jump Space Accountant system abandoned, but more near the end of that Empire. So not really the beginning, more the beginning of the end. And he's talking a little bit about how the fall of the Empire, basically, and the fall of the Emperor. So now we're in a different system. We're not in the core. We're still in the kind of in the periphery of the Empire, and we're dealing with a convicted criminal, Dirk Friedel, and his, I can't really say escape from jail, because he's actually more broken out of jail. He's basically kind of wrongly convicted in a way, although he feels a lot of guilt for what he did or what he was a part of. So he's in jail, gets broken out by the Marines, and basically steals a ship, sort of, and escapes. Now, the reason that this kind of blends, fans of Omega Force are going to love this, because the crew that ends up getting built is very, very similar. Pretty much just a bunch of reprobates. Almost everybody that goes onto this ship, for whatever reason, is operating under a false name and is wanted by the law, the Empire, a corporation. They're wanted by somebody. Except for the one that just comes in to try and hijack the ship. Although, get a little bit more backstory on that one in a later book. Now, again, very similar to Omega Force in that you've got the this captain. Only this time around, the captain is a semi-competent spacer, unlike Jason Burke from Omega Force, who was basically just an Air Force grunt that ended up with a spaceship. This guy's actually an Imperial Navy officer. So theoretically is somewhat of a competent spacer, can actually fly the ship, although not, he can fly the ship great, can land it not so good, but can fly the ship great. But then you've also got Anna, who is a former soldier, so he's kind of this book's version of Crusher in a way. You've got a doc, a medic, you've got an engineer-ish, and then you've got the stowaway hijacker that kind of becomes the apprentice. So we definitely have our eclectic group of absolutely hilarious people. Absolutely hilarious people. And a lot of the dialogue is also very, very similar to Omega Force and how snarky they are with each other. But I tend to draw a few more parallels with Expeditionary Force as far as the dialogue goes, because they definitely mess with each other quite a bit as well. But fantastic. So you've got Dirk Friedel, he's on the run. All these other people are on the run. And then you kind of got a side character that pops up quite a bit in a Imperial officer as well that is very, very honorable officer, and you get hints throughout the book of how the Empire is falling apart. The Empire is basically just getting corrupt and stagnant. You've got a lot of elite mentality coming out where the nobles believe they're better than everybody else, and they can do whatever they want. They kill people, they put people in jail, blackmail, they commit crimes left and right, and it's just getting corrupt. It's getting corrupt, it's falling apart. You can actually draw a lot of parallels between this empire and the Roman Empire from back in the day as it got bigger and more corrupt, and the nobles kind of, I don't want to say racist, but definitely elitist, and you see a lot of that as far as what's hinted. Meanwhile, this officer that has got this warship and is on the fringe, it turns out has been on the fringe for decades and decades and decades. Very honorable officer. People follow him. People love him. And in fact, his people are, in a way, it almost seems like they're trying to position him to almost have a coup, because they see the empire going down. And Dirk sees the Empire going down. And the first book is mostly just about them trying to figure things out. They kind of steal the ship, and they're all trying to run away. They all make various deals on how they're going to get away and where they're going to go and who's going to be able to be dropped off, who's going to be able to leave where. And for the most part, they're just running. And that's the first book. The first book is mostly them running and mostly them getting to know each other, which mostly involves pulling guns on each other, stabbing each other, punching each other, beating each other, abandoning each other, betraying each other. But in the end, they always seem to back each other up because they are crew. And again, guys, this series is absolutely hilarious. Andrew Moriarty is rapidly becoming one of my favorite authors. And when I look on Amazon, he's self-published, but when I look on Amazon, most of his books, depending on what category they land in, tend to be in the top 100 or so within their genre or category on Amazon. So he's doing well, but he could definitely do better, and that would be all of you guys out there. I'm telling you guys, if you guys liked Expeditionary Force, if you like Omega Force, if you like most of the other sci-fi books that we have talked about on this channel, you will love Imperial Deserter. So have to go check it out after you hit the like and subscribe buttons. After you hit the like and subscribe buttons, go check out Imperial Deserter by Andrew Moriarty. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.